Hey, tomorrow we'll be celebrating my wife and I for our 10-year anniversary, and I want for you to come as well.
It's been a long time now, Bryce. Congratulations on being married for 10 years and all that, but I'm really sorry. Tomorrow I have some plans that might get in the way of things. And Grayson will be busy with work and things like that as well.
Huh? You think you are, Julie? Are you alright? Your brother-in-law is asking for you to come to this get-together, so you should know better to put anything ahead of my plans in terms of being important. You are my little brother's wife as well, so you saying that you won't be able to come to a family event is out of the question. This is why you're like a complete stranger to me. Not even Grayson was able to get himself a proper wife, I see. I don't even want to be seen here texting some woman as useless as you are either. But I had no other choice but to contact you since he can't seem to take a simple look at his phone.
Actually, Grayson has been really busy lately, so it's a good thing you contacted me about this. If not, we would have never even realized it was your guys' anniversary or anything like that. I know that we won't be able to come, but we can still send you and your wife a present or something in the mail as a way of showing our happiness.
Jeez. He's not even willing to worry about you anymore because you're such a waste.
I'm a waste? How does that have anything to do with what I said?
I'm talking about the kind of person you are to Grayson. But it's not like I really care since he himself is a completely lost cause.
What?
Compared to me, everything he tries to do just lays in the shadows of all the amazing things I've been able to achieve. That's why I can say he's a lost cause. And since he's married someone like you, that only worsens his image. Or maybe it's the other way around, and you've only ruined your own image more by marrying him.
Can you please stop talking poorly about my husband? He's your little brother as well, and you are far too old now to be talking about him like that.
I'm the older brother, so I can go ahead and say whatever pleases me. Stop getting so pissy with me for just saying the truth about you both. And please, tell me, what about my brother do you like so much? Like, honestly. That guy's barely got a brain of his own and is a complete loser.
There are many things I love about Grayson, and all of them I won't say to you because you'd never understand them.
Let me ask you this. Are you being pleased by him during the night? I'm sure he's not that great in bed. And that's why you're always pissy with everyone.
Bryce, that is not okay to ask a woman about. For the time being, we are not going to be able to make it to your get-together, okay? If you have nothing else to add to this conversation, then I'm going to say goodbye.
Huh? I've told you that you don't get to say goodbye to someone like me. And you were going to come to this party to celebrate us. We are going to be having filet mignon here, so come with an empty stomach. If you cancel on us, then I'm going to have you both paying for your wasted food. It's costing over $300 a person for this party.
$300 a person? You guys really made sure to get only the finest food to celebrate 10 years then.
And that's just how important my wife and I are to this family, so you better both be there. Cancel all those other plans of yours and make it to this party. I'm telling you right now that that is the right thing to do.
Understood. I suppose it would be a bit rude of us to not come and celebrate 10 years of you being with your wife.
And that's what you should have been realizing from the start. Things would have gone by a lot quicker had you just said yes to my invitation. You really are stupid. But I guess that's to be expected from a woman that married my brother. And I'm just going to let the both of you know now that I'll be having the family's vinegar used in the recipe for the fillets. So don't be bringing any crazy condiments to put on such delicate foods. This family makes the best vinegar around, and you need to appreciate the fine taste of it for once instead of the crap you and my brother must use. Hey, leaving that seat I reserved for you like that is completely out of line. We are finally starting to enjoy this celebration with everyone, so why are you heading home now?
You think I wanted to sit in that seat to celebrate you guys? Tell me how I was supposed to join you all in that celebration from there.
You were just supposed to sit there and celebrate my anniversary to my wife. No matter where your seat is, you can still celebrate us with the passion we deserve. Why are you getting so upset about it all?
I canceled all my plans to be here today to celebrate you and your wife being married for 10 years now. But when my husband and I came in to eat with everyone, we realized there was no food prepared for us. And then you told us to sit in the back and use some cardboard boxes as tables and chairs where we could only ever have water and while everyone else had steaks. Of course the two of us would be furious with you right now. And to only make things worse, while my husband was trying to sort things out with the family, you came up behind me and poured vinegar all over me. What the hell did Grayson and I do to you?
Oh, come on now. You just happened to get the wrong idea from all of that. I never said before that I'd have food or anything ready for the two of you when you arrived. And this is why I hate idiots like you two. You only care about yourselves and will do anything to make sure that the situation is about you. And you told me that you didn't want only water for the dinner, and that's why I came to let you drink that vinegar. You should be thankful for that.
After doing this, why do you think it's okay to still laugh at us?
Why? Because I'm having a ton of fun. Isn't that great for me? Yet you're still going to complain about finding your use in this world? Are you sure you don't need to visit a doctor over your head? I think it's time you head to the hospital and get yourself checked out. I think it's time you head to the hospital and get yourself checked out. They will at least be able to tell you what kind of mental disabilities you two have. Today is the day of my 10-year anniversary, and we will all be eating filet mignon. But like I was trying to make clear to you before, those that are not family will only get to drink water and vinegar.
Bryce, this is the end of me funding you. I really cannot take talking to your brother like this anymore. I can see now why you really hate his guts. He's gone and pissed me off so much by the way he acts that I told him I'd no longer be funding him. I didn't want to make things worse for your family, and that's why I've been trying so very hard to ignore everything Bryce does. I'm sorry.
But having you say that to him for me, thank you, Julie. I'm taking our clothes to be cleaned at the dry cleaner, so on my way home I'll pick up something to eat for dinner. Also, I should really be the one apologizing to you. Because of me that you had to be at that stupid dinner and deal with all of my awful family.
You don't have to apologize. I know you told me before that you didn't ever want to deal with any of your family ever again, but I continued saying we should at least try going. I assumed they couldn't really be all that bad of people, but I made the wrong assumption this time, and I'm sorry. We could have just stayed home and avoided all of this.
No. Had we stayed home, Bryce would have only escalated things further. And I've got to say that filet mignon he had served to everyone wasn't even that great, so I'd say in total the dinner per person wasn't more than maybe $75. I think the only reason he was saying the food would be $300 a person is so that if we didn't end up going, he'd have a reason to ask us for that amount and get it.
What a dick.
All of my family are those kinds of jerks. I've always wanted to cut ties to all of them, but never actually got around to acting on it. But the fact that this time, it wasn't only me that got hurt, but you as well, I will not let this go. If I'm not able to find some way to teach those jerks that what they've been doing is wrong, I'll never be able to sleep at night.
Thank you, Grayson. I'm in the same boat as you now. After what happened today, I'm no longer going to be such a nice girl to all of them. I already knew about how your brother's been a real pain in the butt for you because he's getting the house and the company from your parents. And I've heard all about how much he's bullied you ever since you were a toddler. But being able to see firsthand this time just how awful of people your family is, I can no longer sit by letting them get away with that crap.
Julie?
It's easier to just cut ties to one another. But I really want all of them to have a taste of the crap they've all been feeding you for so long. Or else even I won't be able to get a good night's sleep. I'm going to make them regret ever acting like children all these years.
This time, we're all going to be going out for high-end sushi. We'll all be getting together at 10 o'clock, so you'd both better be there.
We have no plans of going.
Excuse me? You're my little brother's wife and will not talk back to me. You were just the kind of low-life scum that I'd assumed would marry my brainless brother. I'm not sure how many more times I'll need to explain this one to you, but you're the youngest wife in this family and will not say no to your in-laws. Honestly, people like you are better off being fertilizer. Next time you happen to gain a little bit of respect for yourself, maybe take yourself in to see a doctor. The fact that you are both as stupid as you are is causing problems for the rest of the family and those around you.
The only one who's stupid would be yourself, Bryce.
What? So you're really going to try talking like that to someone as accomplished as me? Who do you think you are to do that?
With someone as stupid as you talking to me, I'm going to have to make myself very clear in order for you to comprehend the situation. I'm going to make you regret ever talking so poorly about my husband and for assaulting me. You're in for one hell of a downfall, you pile of garbage.
You better stop it with all that tongue right now, you useless woman. You are nothing compared to me. Hey, you reply to me right now. You crazy witch.
Bryce, it appears you finally built that dream house of yours, and so I'm here to congratulate you. I'm sure paying off that loan you took out is going to be very difficult for you, but I wanted to say for you to try your best.
It's about freaking time you replied back to me, you rotten witch, and that just goes to show there is something seriously messed up with your head. I'm surprised you're even able to speak a language.
Can you explain to me why you think I'm so stupid?
The fact that you're even questioning my ability to pay off a simple loan is what makes you an idiot. My parents gave me this new house as a present, so there is no loan for me to pay off, nor is there one for them to pay off. I come from a family of very well-off business people, and so me having my 10-year anniversary means that they'll celebrate it by giving me this house. Only low-life people like you have to take out loans to pay for any kind of housing.
Ah, so that's what you've misunderstood. Your parents are only happening to pay for the down payment on the new house. And when it comes to the loan for the place, they asked your little brother to handle it all for him since he has the ability to do so.
Huh?
But because of how you treated the two of us just the other day, we're no longer going to deal with that loan for you, which means we're not paying it off anymore. And we'll be sending all the loan's paperwork to you now, Bryce.
Wait a minute. What the hell are you talking about?
For a long time now, your parents have been coming to Grayson asking for him to lend them some money. Of course, he would always tell them no to their request, but they just kept on coming and coming. And at one point, they told him that if he wasn't going to pay for your new house for them, then he'd have to pay them for all the money they used raising him. For some reason, your parents came to our house late at night and said all that, starting all kinds of trouble.
And that's totally fair of my parents to do. They were the ones to waste all their money raising some lost cause like him, so he needs to hand it back to them like the lowlife he is.
Did you happen to pay your parents back for raising you?
I'm the older brother, so I don't have to give them anything.
Well, if that's the case, then we're not giving them any money as well. Also, your family is all a complete group of nut jobs. They've always come over to my house when I'm the only one around and force themselves to come in under some stupid reasoning. And then they'll start to yell at me for not being a good enough woman for all of them and that I need to get your brother to give them that money. They have done it plenty of times now, wasting so many hours of my life trying to get me to agree with them to hand that money over. They're all sick, just like you.
No, what they're all doing is totally right. You are a stupidly useless wife, after all.
Well, anyway, after having to deal with everyone in your family so many times, I finally had a talk with Grayson. There we came to an agreement to give your parents the money, or at least pay off your loan for that house. However, based off what you did to us recently, we've reverted our stance on what we agreed to before. We will no longer be paying for your house. We're having all the documents for the loan sent to you and are changing the person responsible for payment over to you and your account.
Huh? Why do I have to be the one paying for the house? You lowlife should be more than happy to pay for my house loan.
It's your own dang house, so please pay for it. You'll be getting that company from your parents next anyway, so you should be able to pay off a simple loan on that place. Are you not aware that's how things should work? Well, if not, then that goes to show who the true idiot is.
Excuse me? You're the rotten witch of this family, so you cannot talk down to me like that. Hey! Why did the two of you not come to the celebration for my new house? You guys said you'd come and yet you never showed up. I had amazing food and everything ready for you two, and it all went to waste.
I don't remember either one of us ever saying we'd come to your celebration. Stop trying to talk about this like we actually wanted to be there this time.
Shut up. It's because of the both of you not showing up that 2 people's worth of food went to waste. So I want you over here right now to pay for that. I'm giving you an order.
I'm not in the mood to listen to your lame orders. Also, we're going to be cutting ties to all of you, so trying to threaten us will not work in your favor.
You're gonna cut ties to us? You're not the one responsible for making decisions like that. I can see that this conversation will get nowhere with a dunce like you. Give the phone to Grayson right now.
That's not going to be possible. Grayson has had you muted for the longest time now, so he never had to see your calls or texts.
Huh?
That's why he never read anything you sent to him. It's probably been a half a year to a year now that he's never read any of your texts or answered your calls, right? We really thought you would have noticed something by now, but I guess not. But anyway, for a while now, Grayson has been getting ready to cut ties to all of you.
What are you talking about, Julie? You think that Grayson would be able to cut ties to us? No freaking way.
You think so? Well, even before I knew anything about you, I was getting all kinds of stories from Grayson about how messed up your family is. He told me about how your parents only ever care about you because you're the oldest brother, and that the rest of the family soon followed in their footsteps. He's told me that when going back to your parents' house, nobody would even welcome him home, and it was like he never was a part of your family in the first place.
You think any of us wanted to acknowledge him being in the house? Not being able to get a single hello from any of us must have embarrassed the crap out of him. But that's what he deserves.
Did you know that you can at least say hello or something to him to make him feel a little bit more like a part of the family? But no, you all just ignored him for years, which led to him becoming really saddened about being a part of you guys. And it's not only about him never hearing any words from you all growing up. I've also heard about how your parents would make him thank them for letting him go to school and leaving him at home all alone while you all went out to eat. It's hard to believe there's a family in this world with the nerve to do something like that to one of their kids.
And what does any of this mean to you? He's not your little brother or son, so this has nothing to do with you. You can just keep your mouth shut, you stranger. Also, it's not like he was home very often anyway back then. So if he was never going to be around us, why should we care about taking care of him?
And the reason he was never home was because of a very thoughtful couple in the neighborhood. They knew what was going on at your house and would take Grayson in a lot of the time to enjoy his life with them. Grayson's told me that he views that older couple as his parents more than his own mom and dad. You guys are like nothing to him. And if you'd like proof of that, do you remember our wedding? Of course you don't, because you only invited that older couple to be there as his family.
He never invited any of us to his wedding? How are we supposed to care about him when he doesn't even care about his family? He is a totally screwed up idiot. He needs to be locked away in some mental asylum for that.
I believe it's all your guys' faults for things ending up this way after all the crap you'd given him. But that's just my take. The only reason Grayson hasn't blocked all of you yet and has left you all muted is because he's afraid blocking you all will get you guys to realize what's happening. And then you might try and do something bad to him for cutting ties to you all. After a year or so of him never even talking to you guys, your parents still had the nerve to come ask him for money? I can totally understand now why he doesn't want any of you in his life anymore, because I feel the same way now.
I have no idea what you keep going on about. You're just his little pet wife, and you need to learn when not to bark.
I'm totally on board never talking to any of you ever again. It would have been crazy of me not to get all upset at you after what you did during that party for your anniversary. And to think that Grayson has been treated like that all his life, it's freaking infuriating.
I don't give a crap about how your stupid little head feels about all of this. Give the phone to Grayson. I'm tired of giving up all my time for someone who never graduated from preschool.
Grayson is not going to want to talk to you, and we are no longer your family as we're cutting ties. Goodbye forever. And of course, as for the money we were going to pay for your loan, it's stopping. So now all of you can use whatever money you earn to pay for your own dang house.
I'm not playing games here. I've had enough of your lip. So give the phone to that goddamn freak right now, you mentally challenged idiot. Bryce, can you give it up already with all this needless crap? We moved houses in order to not have to see you guys anymore. Now you're following Julie to her work, trying to stalk her back home? It's because of you that Julie is really scared, and at work she gets asked all kinds of questions from her coworkers about you. Leave my wife alone, you jerk. You're finally going to come out and show yourself to me? You're late to my party, bud. The fact that I had to go through all of this effort, even making your wife feel in danger to get you to talk, just goes to show how freaking stupid you really are. Tell me what the hell you want from us. Hold on a sec. You don't know why I want to talk to you? All of that money that was used to help you have a good life was all for nothing. So I want you to pay the family back $1 million for that. And on top of that, I want you to pay for causing me all this trouble, and for you and that dog of yours to hand me the house that you have. If you don't do it right now, we're going to take both of you to court. However, if you do give us all that I've asked for, Mom and Dad will forgive you and will allow you to finally help out with the family business. That's a pretty good deal, right? Who would actually want to work at that falling apart vinegar business? It's not falling apart. It's just that right now the place isn't bringing in as much money as it used to before. You have no right saying it's only because the company's not making as much money. The reason for that is half of the staff there leaving for another vinegar company that treats them all better. At this point, even a child would say you guys' business is done for. Why do you know about something like that? If anything, I probably know more about it than even you do, considering I'm the one that hired all those workers. Huh? What do you mean by that? What does that mean? Right now, I'm the one running the vinegar company that is currently rivaling your guys' place, or was rivaling it. Now my company has won, so there isn't much competition with you. How could some brainless idiot like you be the owner of any company? There's no way in hell. Go ahead and not believe me, but it's the truth. You can even take a look at the homepage for my company and see for yourself. My name is there at the bottom of the page where it'll tell you all about the owner. I had a look for myself. Your name is in fact written at the bottom. I'm sure you just ended up getting that company when the owners jumped ship due to it failing, right? If you want to call yourself a rival of my company, then at least understand what's going on within my company as well. The business that I currently own is part of a franchise that I happened to start working for a while ago. Then tell me how the hell you managed to become the owner of it. You have no right to be in that position, you lowlife. When I could no longer find myself a home to live at anymore with you guys, I was taken in by the owner of this company. Huh? And from there on, I was raised by him as though he were my own dad. We knew that after high school, I wouldn't have had the money to go to college or anything because Mom and Dad never cared enough to save any money for me. So in order to start forming a proper man out of me to take on his company later, he asked that I begin working for him right away. The man looked at me with the eyes of a father and told me I was like his true son and wanted to make sure I was ready to have his company when he was ready to retire. What the hell? This is just some stupid story. You don't have any of the skills needed to be a CEO, so stop trying to make me believe a story like that. I'm not lying to you, Bryce. It was actually a lot harder than you think to work for a company as the employee who's slated to become the next owner of it. That's why after high school, I was never around the house anymore, as I was always with that kind couple, studying all kinds of business techniques from my old man, as well as working in the company to get proper experience. And so freaking what? The fact that you're saying you took my employees from Dad and Mom's company is totally screwed up. You did all of that out of your hate for us, didn't you? I did not. As I told you before, those employees did not like working there for you guys. And you guys should be aware of their complaints, right? What complaints? For a while, I actually really did want to work with you guys in the family business, even though you all treated me horribly. But after talking with a lot of your workers, I learned some things that really put me off. A lot of them wanted to quit their jobs there and told me that if they had a place to start working for right away, they'd leave. So I asked the old man at the time if it'd be all right to hire more hands. And that's when I asked all of those that didn't want to work for you guys anymore to come to me. What? When did you do that? Oh, I never noticed anything like that happening, though. I wasn't going to do all of that right in front of you and everyone in the family's eyes. I went there one day disguised as a customer and handed off my business card to those that didn't want to work there anymore. And the following day, I started to get plenty of calls from all of them asking to join me. Not only did your guys' company lose a lot of customers over time, but in one quick swoop, I was able to get a lot of your unsatisfied employees to work for me. I think you're going to have a rough time getting that company back on its feet now. I know you always wanted to make that company of Mom and Dad's huge after taking it over, but now, well, I can't even think of that company as a rival to mine. Shut the hell up. You took all the employees we had here. I'm going to sue you for all of that. Well, that'll have to come after a lot of these employees of mine finish suing you all for everything you did to them while they worked there. You and Mom and Dad really did a lot of messed up things there, and that made a lot of employees feel uncomfortable. You guys and your company are done for. Your company, the house you live in, Mom and Dad, you're all finished. You, hold it right there. I get it. I'll apologize for everything we've done to all of them. And I'll even give them all raises, as long as they all come back and work for me. And I'll tell Mom and Dad that you really are a good man now for you. My Mom and Dad are not the same as your Mom and Dad anymore. All you guys are strangers to me. And that means I'll never talk to any of you again. Julie, my brother's company has finally gone bankrupt.
I see. So they're all finally finished then?
That's right, and thank God for that. That took a little bit longer than I thought to happen, though.
But to think that all that happened because of you is amazing. The fact that not only were you the one that hated being around your old family, but so did many of the workers here really helped us win this long battle.
Well, all of those employees are like family to me now because we can all bond over what happened to us there. They're all just as much victims to my stupid family as I was. And that's what's really strengthened my company a lot. I've become an even better person because of it, and I'll make sure this company treats all of them well. To think, had it not been for my family all being complete cunts to me all the time, I would never be where I am today.
That's a pretty difficult feeling to understand, huh?
Well, yeah.
But hey, you and I were both able to make it out of that awful environment your family had us in, and you've become a stellar CEO who can do anything now because of it. It's awesome seeing you take care of all your employees so well. And the fact that you were able to tell your old family to screw off is just, well, it's amazing to me. I'm so happy that I married someone as strong and forthcoming as you are, Grayson. So please be happy for everything that's happened and forget about what your family did to you that got you here.
Julie, thank you.
By the way, when it comes to your old man, he and his wife are going to be having their 40th anniversary here soon, right? It's been a while since we've been to a good party, so do you want to celebrate with them?
You've got a good point there. Let's go take them out with the rest of their friends and family and celebrate.
Bryce and the rest of that family ended up losing their company and now owe a lot of money. They had tried many times to find some way to sell a lot of whatever they had left in inventory, but most of the customers they had no longer wanted their products because the quality had fallen so much in their rush to try and save the place. But that was not all for them, as they now all needed to go to court, where they were being sued for all the horrible things they did to their employees, like not paying them on time and having them work overtime with no extra pay. There were also those even more rare instances of the family threatening the employees with things like pay decreases and less time on the schedule if they became sick, which did not sound very good to the judge in the courtroom. Because of all this, they began to owe even more money through both settlements to the victims and through heavy fines to the state. All of this is only putting them deeper into debt, and since all of their savings have been exhausted and they no longer have any income, they're pretty much stuck between a rock and a hard place. And since all of them are complete jerks about everything and to everyone, nobody is going to come and help them out with their struggles. Even when they go to banks looking for money to borrow to help with everything, they'll treat the staff horribly, leaving them kicked out of those banks for good. And so because of that, they're left with few choices and are most likely going to start having to talk to loan sharks and people like that. As for right now, they're planning to sell their home so that they have a little money to use for making payments. And then they'll try and live a life on the streets as a family. On the other hand, we have Grayson and his company, which is doing so well he's planning to open another factory up to make more vinegar and other condiments. And of course with that, he will gain even more employees who he can view as his family. He has a lot more people that he needs to care about, but this has made him even more energetic about his new job as CEO. And seeing him this excited over the growth of his company has made me feel excited for him as well. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.